Okay, we're in the finals. We have the choice. We'll play first. Oh, I think we got a mulligan that. All right, this hand's good. Pretty aggressive. Open with the Tranquil Cove. All right, Master the Way. It's a fine card. Not the ideal one on the mulligan, but it's okay. I like that it replaces itself. Another Swiftwing. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't surprised. All right, I'd say Ascendancy is a good draw. So I guess we just drop another Leaping Master and pass. So typically never encounter this card. Now I've encountered it twice in oh, well, he missed his land drop, so that's good for us. And he doesn't have a green source to activate Embodiment. That's not the ideal draw, but at least we do get to resolve this Ascendancy and get some potential value out of it if we can find a Force Away or something like that. But yeah, that Swiftwing is sadly good against us. Pretty good. All right, so he found his green source, which is unfortunate since it's going to let him get another land drop too, but we'll accept it. See if we can't get a Force Away. So then I can bounce the Swiftwing, get in for 6. Although, well, I guess a land drop would do too. All right, Wind Scout. Might have just wanted to play the Aspirant since I could have attacked in. I think I was a little too focused on the raid bonus, but I'm going to play it next turn if I... Yeah, I think we do play Aspirant here. It can't be blocked by Swiftwing or Embodiment. And if we get a land drop next turn, I probably just Master the Way on Swiftwing. Although it doesn't seem great. But Master the Way replaces itself, so it's not like it's terrible. Problem is, if I get a land drop... Well, no, it's good. All right. I'm thinking maybe I want to Master the Way the Wind Scout, but it's tough. Tough to say. All right, Tuskguard Captain's quite good. It's a problematic card. All right, did get a land drop, so we're going to play that. I think we are going to Master the Way on the Wind Scout or the Swiftwing. Huh. Kind of want to do the Wind Scout, but if I can't play anything, then the Swiftwing still holds us back. But yeah, I guess the Swiftwing then. It's not ideal, but works. So then we get to pump our team, and I guess we are draw discarding to make Treasure Cruise cheaper. Disappointing because Heartpiercer is good, but I'm not going to discard Treasure Cruise at this point. Alright, so we're just a land away from being able to cast Treasure Cruise. We get in for 9 here, which is pretty good. Kind of wish the crag was what was on top of my library, and then I drew the Heart Piercer. That would have been a little bit better. I'd be pretty surprised if he blocked. I'd be happy with a block on the Aspirant. I'm fine with that. We're at a Leaping Master, so he's worried about the evasion? That's interesting. I'm pretty satisfied with that, especially since we can cast Treasure Cruise now. I think we wanna keep the Windscarred Crag because we want to discard it to Ascendancy, potentially finding something better. So next turn, Treasure Cruise, draw discard, get rid of the Crag, potentially attack for 6 depending on what he plays. Still getting in with the Wind Scout, which is interesting. Let's see what his follow-up play is. Alright, Death Dealer's quite good. Guess he can't pump it. So I still can attack into it, and he can't regen. That's pretty good too. So, same game plan, and he can throw the Embodiment, but it's okay. Let's just draw 3. I could do the Lurkers too, but at this point I'm kind of on the hunt for one of our Forceaways. Alright, ditch the Crag. Pump team. Draw 3. Get a land drop here. Yeah, we're looking pretty good now. So we'll get in for 6. He's going to block Throwaway's Embodiment, I imagine. So he can only block the Leaping Master here. I don't think he wants to make this trade, but more power to us if he does. I'd be happy, yeah. All right, well, we're not in too bad of a place. We're in need of some more non-creature spells so we can activate Ascendancy, but I'm thinking I either want to play Sage, but I think I more likely want to play 2 Wind Scouts next turn. Just fly over. I feel like he can't too comfortably attack with Death Dealer. Unless he has a good if he has a good follow-up, I guess he can, but I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I want to do double Wind Scout next turn. That's going to just be more potential damage when we draw the non-creature spell. Okay, so he is keeping the Death Dealer back, which I'm certainly okay with. Something big? Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, he should have attacked with Death Dealer then, I think. Let's see what we draw here. Leaping Master. All right. So I have 6 resources. I think we just play double Wind Scout and pass. Sagu Mauler's going to be a tough one to beat. I could just do the Sage, but the problem with playing a Sage is we don't have a non-creature spell. And if I play the double Wind Scout and I can activate Ascendancy, we deal a bunch of damage. Likely lethal. Otherwise, I can't really do anything else super interesting. Let's just play double Wind Scout and pass. Sagu Mauler's going to be tough. So I guess he can double pump Death Dealer, excuse me, which would bring it up to 6 power, so he could potentially deal 14 without prowess pumps. It's pretty good. It's a lot of damage. Could have played the Canyon Lurkers and then traded a couple guys off and taken some damage to kill Sagu Mauler, but I don't really like that play. All right, we're taking 8. All right, that's pretty bad for us, but still just on the hunt for well, not that. So I've got 6 resources still. Can't do all that much. I guess we play Sage and pass. We're going to have to do some chumping, which is certainly bad, but wish I could attack. Opponent's got a great deck. Very good deck. Death Dealer and Sagu Mauler are 2 very powerful cards. So I do have to come up with a good solution here. Because the Sagu Mauler is going to come in. Well, let's see what he sends with, I guess. If he sends with Death Dealer, got to chump it. With, I suppose, the Aspirant. Force Away would be, I believe, the best draw we could get. Since it would give us lifelink, pump our team, let us draw and discard, potentially finding another non-creature spell. But yeah, I mean, even Arrow Storm, or there's actually just a lot of draws we could get that would be pretty amazing here. We already used Master the Way, so we do have double Arrow Storm. We've got double Force Away. What else we got? I mean, we have the full list here. Dragon Grip, Crippling Chill. That's it. So 2, 3, 4, 6 spells. It's not bad. There's a reasonable chance we draw one. Let's see how he attacks. All right. Just those 2, then. We're going to chump the Death Dealer and take 6. Doesn't get trample or anything, right? No? Okay. Got to come up with a good solution here. We're in some trouble. Dreadmaw, well, I can't use it yet. So this is our turn to kill him, potentially. Force away, guess, would not do it. But Aerostorm, maybe Aerostorm wouldn't. Well, Dragon Grip works. All right, so solution. I believe we... Well, we're going to gain a bunch of life. He's at 12, so I Dragon Grip my Sage. Is that the one I want to do? Yeah, well, no, I guess not. Diversify a little bit. Maybe we do the Wind Scout. So I Dragon Grip the Wind Scout. Then he just blocks it. This is getting double pumped because of that. I could do Valley Dasher, which has haste. Force a lot of blocks. I only have 6 resources, though, so I really do have to do this tactically and intelligently. I think I have to do... Because I'm going to die to Crackback. Well, how much life am I gaining, I guess? That's the real question. I'm getting lifelink. Let's do Ascendancy Pumps. So this is going to be 3 power. These are each going to be... The problem is I can't flash this in either. Which does kind of suck. I don't have the mana to play that plus Dragon Grip. Wish I could flash it in, because then I could untap my team, which would be best for us. I think we got to... Alright, so I got to figure out what I'm Dragon Gripping, though. I guess I Dragon Grip a Wind Scout, because I want to not make the Sage any bigger of a target than it already is. So I think I Dragon Grip a Wind Scout, which brings it up to 6 power first strike. He's probably just going to chump it with his Wind Scout. I think we're just going to do a post-combat Valley Dasher so I can block his Death Dealer when he cracks back, and I'll have enough life here to survive, I'm almost positive. So let's do this. I can't comfortably Leaping Master get in either. So maybe I just do the Lurkers morphed, which isn't terrible. Alright, well, let's do all this. Could get a Force away, I guess. Battle Priest isn't bad. I guess we'll ditch a... Well, actually, ditch the Leaping Master? I don't mind it. Let's ditch... Do I even have time to do Battle Priest? It's probably too slow. Probably. I don't know. It's likely too slow. Valley Dasher has a chance of being good because of the haste, oddly enough. But I guess not with the Dreadmaw and all. Let's ditch the Valley Dasher, I guess. So we get to pump our team. Gain lifelink. Get prowess triggers. So we're going to gain a bunch of life. Guess he can... Well, maybe this was a mistake. Now he can double block the... Can I... Alright, how much life am I gaining potentially? 14, 17. If he triple pumps this, this gets up to 8 plus 6, 14. I'm thinking if I want to give this flying, he could block there, and then he would he would take lethal. So I'm really debating this Leaping Master, because I'm not threatening lethal with my Wind Scouts, which lets him double block my Sage and only let me kill the Abomination. But because he can't crack back for lethal, and I would gain 17 life, bring me up to 19, he could crack back for 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, but he has to block. I guess we give flying. It's dangerous. It's definitely dangerous, but I think the extra life link makes it worth it. And this prevents him from double blocking my Sage, which means I could rip another non-creature spell. So now he can block Leaping Master with his Abomination, but he still has to chump. And then if he commits everything to the Rakshasa Death Dealer, we're still okay. I think I'm okay with it. Like I said, it may have just been better to do the Dragon Grip on the Sage so I didn't have to attack like this, but because we're gaining all the life, I think it's alright. I guess he could kill us with, like, Become Immense, but I feel like he could kill us with Become Immense anyway, with the Trample. Like, he did eat our guy, but it gained us 3 life. He can crack in for, like I said, 14, 15, 17 here, which is pretty huge, but I don't know. I just don't know. Might have been better to play the Lurkers so I could chump block the Death Dealer, and I wouldn't have had to throw my Leaping Master away, I guess, but I don't know. The only reason I Dragon Gripped my Wind Scout is because I didn't want my Sage to be any bigger of a target than it already is. We are an Arrow Storm away from winning as well, so we've got some actual pretty live draws here. I mean, technically we have... Well, we don't have lethal on board because of the Dreadmaw, I guess, so I guess we don't win to Arrow Storm. But he's going to have to start pitching his guys to Dreadmaw, which is good. Main deck Dreadmaw is a bit surprising, too. This is game 1 still. I don't have any problems with Dreadmaw main deck, but it's surprising. He kills us if he has... He only kills us if he has a pump spell. Like Become Immense. I don't know. It's debatable. Like I said, the reason that I swung with the Leaping Master is he would have been able to double block and kill my Sage, and I only would have been able to kill an Abomination. And I feel like that would have been a good block for him, but maybe not. It's tough. I don't know. So he can sack some guys to gain some life. We still have to come up with a good solution to this guy. Force away would be pretty excellent. Alright, Nightblade I can tolerate, so he's can sacrifice 2 guys still. Gain a lot of life. Alright, land drop. I don't think that's going to do it for us, so I'm not sure what we can do now. Guess we go up to 7 resources. We can play Morph plus Battle Priest. And then I just swing with Wind Scout, so he has to at least sacrifice something. Alright, I think that's our best route here. We'll just swing with the Wind Scout. He probably sacks the Nightblade, I imagine. I can also do just Battle Priest and Leaping Master. It doesn't make as good a use of the mana, but I could have forced him to sack more, but I have the feeling I might need blockers. I'm just not sure. I wanted to keep this back so I can block his Abomination, I guess. But let's play Battle Priest and I think Leaping Master. Although I could do the Morph, but then what am I chumping with? Maybe a Wind Scout on the Death Dealer, and then I potentially get in with my Morph and get a bunch of lifelink next turn, possibly. Might be better. I kind of don't want to get rid of my Wind Scout, but let's do Leaping Master. I don't know if this is right, but I think I'm going to chump with the Leaping Master on the Death Dealer. All right. I think we just do Sage, Leaping Master, and take 6. So definitely on the hunt here. We're gonna need some. We're gonna need a non-creature spell to hold back this force. All right, Flock, another blocker that he can throw away for 5 life. That's pretty tough. I guess we have to go in defensive mode, which is not ideal. That was a bad draw, but these things happen. I have to accept it. So I guess we'll go like this. And can I afford to Outlast? I feel like I'm going to need the lifelink, so yes. How am I planning on blocking this Mauler? I guess Lurker plus Sage, and then I ditch a Wind Scout to the Death Dealer. I guess that's the best I got. I'm not thrilled about it. In fact, I'm pretty unhappy about it, quite frankly, but I'm not sure how else I can do something here. Could actually, let me think about this. I think we do this and this, and then chump here. I kind of want to keep my Sage. I just don't know if that's possible, because we can't really afford to take trample damage. All right. Well, we do have lifelink, which is good. That's a really unfortunate draw, but as I say all the time, these things happen, so have to accept it. Pretty upset about it, but Can't do anything. So, yeah, I can't do anything, I guess. Guess I just swing at the Battle Priest to gain some life. All right. So, unfortunately, I'm forced to chump block. Didn't show us much removal, so I guess that does make Dragon Grip an acceptable card in this matchup. I guess I can Arrow Storm. So actually, I've got a couple outs still. Oddly enough, I could draw an Arrow Storm and win this. Could draw a different non-creature spell as well. Play that, draw Arrow Storm, and then kill him, but like a Force Away. So I've got some good outs here. This is a potential one. Actually, that's a pretty nice one. I think I do it on his turn. The reason to do it now is just so it helps me dig, but I think I do it on his turn. Because I can afford to take a couple from Parapet. And keeping Death Dealer locked out for 2 turns in case I don't draw what I need seems better. And we get to draw a discard, so doing some digging. Huh. Alright, Banner. Not too overly concerned about that. Does net him another... Oh, well, is this something I gotta worry about? Yeah, alright, well, we're gonna die unless I draw something here, unfortunately. Well, does technically work. I guess I can just Force Away now. Draw a discard. There we go. So, through a bunch of digging, we managed to beat him. Which I would be lying if I said it wasn't satisfying. It's very satisfying to end up winning this match. Both right next to each other. Alright. So, despite all the odds, ended up winning that game. Crippling Chill for the win, I would say. Well, and the Force Away. But Jeskai Ascendancy, honestly, is what was for the win there. So he's got some good defense, which is certainly good against us. And he's got the main deck Dreadmaw, which is also good against us. I might need to cancel for, like, the Sagu guy. But he can morph it in, and he has other morphs, so... Savants. Nah. Quiet Contemplation, actually. I guess I can't do it. I can't do it to the Sagu guy, but I can do it to a Death Dealer, which seems pretty good actually, considering how well Crippling Chill played. And maybe I cut a creature, which definitely isn't ideal, but I felt like I was having a hard time hitting my Ascendancy. Maybe I can ditch the Valley Dasher. It's a pretty underwhelming card in general. And having Quiet Contemplation then gives me... Yeah, we're going to run into that issue again, I guess, with the 5-drop spells being not all that good with Quiet Contemplation, but I'm going to bring it in anyway. We'll see how this plays out. I do feel like Valley Dasher's probably worse on the draw, which is a good reason to... Alright, we got a mulligan. Which is a good reason... Oh, no, really? 17 lands, the bane of my existence. Alright, well, Crippling Chill's not the worst. We could still... Consider it was a mull to 5. Not the worst. Potentially go Wind Scout into Heart Piercer. He hasn't pressured us yet. He's going to start playing the Fattersons pretty soon here, but... Alright, Sage. Hopefully I live long enough to get that little dude out. So land is going to be a necessity, but at least we're color fixed. No other plays? Okay. Okay. It's pretty good for him here, since we can't get our Heart Piercer value now. But, alright. Well, if I'm not getting a land, at least I'm getting something I can play. Yeah, it's going to be tough to beat. Can't imagine too many situations where I can beat that, but what can I do? I am shocked by the amount of problems we've had with 17 lands during this draft. 17 lands is like the staple, the gold standard of how many lands you should run in most environments. And this one, Khans is a special exception because you usually need the 18th land to unmorph things. But we're playing a deck that tops out at 5, so I'm very shocked with the land issues we've tended to have, the mulligans we've had to do. Yeah, I can't imagine a world where we beat Sagu Mauler. Yeah. Continue to take more damage than I can afford to. Guess I should have swung with Leaping Master there. I didn't think about that. Yeah. That's pretty bonkers. Alright. So mull to 5 into get beaten by a turn 5 Sagu Mauler. That's pretty rough. Alright, it's probably the Abomination, so I guess I'll Crippling Chill it. Alright, got our 5th land. So I guess we are in a position to double block Sagu Mauler and kill it now. But that Parapet's now become a major issue. All right. Guess we just play this and pass. I mean, obviously I want to get the Sage out, but I think we're going to have to prevent 4 damage from this Sagu Mauler. Oh, well, can't beat that, so I guess we concede. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we lose to the Parapet because he swings with the Sagu Mauler. That wasn't a good game. Let's see if we can keep a 7-lander. I think that's going to be a requirement for winning this one. Well, do I want to bring in cancel? Seems difficult to successfully resolve. Do I do it over the Quiet Contemplation? Maybe. On the play. Guess on the play Valley Dasher gets better, but he's got all the blockers in the world. I don't really want to cut another creature. Do I want to cut Dragon Grip for cancel? It's possibly the least exciting card. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the Quiet Contemplation can go. Like I said, it's not that good with our 5-drop spells and like our 8-drop spell. All right. We'll play cancel. See if we can stop that Sagu Mauler. See if we get a keepable hand. No, just going to keep having hands that don't have lands. All right. This one works. Well, this could actually be okay for us. We draw a land and hit this Dragon Grip, and we got a nice clock going. If it's a white drop, we actually fly in for a while too. So if we can hit a land here, we're in good shape. Yeah, if we hit a land, we're in good shape. Nope, just non-land cards for days. All right. Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed with the sheer quantity of land problems we've had throughout this draft, but these things happen. Must accept. Yeah, it's pretty frustrating to lose that way, but I can't do anything about it. Hmm. All right. So now what am I doing? I don't even know. Yep. Taking more damage than I can afford to. Oh. Guess we Dragon Grip. Swing for 4. That way he can't block. Could also play Wind Scout to block his Wind Scout. Doesn't seem perfect. Guess we'll just Dragon Grip. That way if we rip I don't know. Rip something. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, it's also unfortunate. So, not in really good shape here. I think we're going to have a hard time winning, but it's all right. Just going to have to accept it. So, how am I not dead? Yeah, everything we have is just really bad here. It's unfortunate. Well, I wish I had an ascendancy out. Could find some way to untap my guy. Huh. Um, what can we do? Guess we can play Wind Scout and I guess play Wind Scout and chump the Wind Scout's the best play we got. It's a pretty frustrating game. No, I think that's a nail in the coffin. Can force away, but then I can't. I don't even have the resources to ascendancy plus force away, which is pretty depressing. Yeah, I guess we just lose it. All right, well, that was very disappointing. Wish our deck performed better in the finals there, but these things happen. Have to accept them. I liked our deck. Thought we had some good cards in here. Played pretty well. Some challenging matches. I'll see you for the next one.